This episode of the Flute Channel's live stream was recorded on December the 11th, 2016. If you'd like to participate in future live streams, please join us over at patreon.com. For as little as $2 a month, you can join in our live streams, communicate with us, ask us questions at any time, and more. So on with the show. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Emily. Hey, everybody. How's it going? So we're going to do a live stream giveaway, as you may know. So Powell Flutes gave us a little package of stuff. So we're going to give away two prizes. We're going to do the giveaway talk right now first. Got two giveaway things, two giveaway items. One is a bag with a Powell little name thing that you can put on your case.
Yeah, name tag.
Name tag? If you lose it. Yeah, it's pretty practical. Some catalogs, a tote bag with Powell's name on it here. Nice and clear up there. It's very nice. Pretty nice bag, huh? Not too bad. And then these pluggos, which are super awesome. I use them as well on my flute. And it's to plug the holes inside certain keys, so you can use that to facilitate your hands and stuff like that.
And they're metal.
Oh yeah, they're made of metal. I even believe they could be made out of maybe silver, but I'm not sure. But they're pretty awesome. They're really good.
Is it better acoustically to put those
in
than
some ways,
plastic ones?
Oh yes, that's for sure. Yeah, because the plastic ones usually have a cap inside, so air goes in and then traps it here.
Oh,
it levels it out,
okay.
so it feels like it's an actual key, you know. So
I thought also maybe it vibrates the same way, but that doesn't really
matter.
It's
it
more
doesn't really
that
matter.
thing with the air.
The air, yeah, exactly. And so that's prize number 1. And then for prize number 2, we have this flute, this Powell Flute gig bag.
That I love, but not for me.
It's not for her, but it's for, and it's really awesome, and it comes with all the other stuff too as well. It comes with a tote bag, and the pluggo, and the name tag, and like you can have your spaces for your sheet music in here, which is pretty awesome. Like you can put sheet music in here, like that's the sheet music side, and then like here it's for
and
like.
because it's so big, you don't get all your music scrunched up.
Oh no, no scrunched up.
Because
Yeah,
that's awful.
I hate that.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
because
too.
music is always a bit bigger than other types of books, and then it gets crunched in backpacks, unusual backpacks.
Yeah, it's totally.
And they have that shape that makes the top just fold.
Oh, it's awful. I hate it too. It's not so good.
And that's amazing.
And then now it opens up for a whole case, so that's pretty cool. So you can put your flute case, you can put your flute pencils in here as well. And then it also is, you can make it as a little, have it on your side like that, or you can also have, you have backpack slits right here for your backpack, for the backpack arms. So you got these arms here as well. So that's the grand prize. So for having 2,000 subscribers, because we've made it, we made it 2,000 now. We're only getting more and more. So that's the other prize. So this is how you do it, guys. And what you got to do is you have to comment on this. You have to be subscribed to the YouTube channel, and you also have to be following us on Instagram. And our Instagram is the Flute Channel. It's not easy. It's not that very hard to find us. Emily's face is on it. Just type the Flute Channel. Follow us on there. There's a picture on there. I think it's our latest picture that shows the 2,000 subscriber thing. Comment on that, like it, and then, like I said, subscribe on the YouTube channel as well, and comment, and we will pick 2 grand prize winners, and then we'll contact them. We'll verify that they both commented and on both Instagram and on YouTube. So we'll do that, and yeah, we're super. It's an amazing thing. We want to thank Powell Flutes for.
Those amazing presents
amazing gifts for you guys, and to celebrate our 2,000 subscribers, you guys learning the flute with us is pretty awesome. And you definitely have to check out their flutes. Their flutes are amazing. They were part of our flute festival last year with Twig, which is a music shop here, and a lot of flutes are pretty good. Like the Sonari flute is that bass, the bass level flute, which is pretty amazing, and like it's good for the price, and they just have so many cool little flutes, and I know a lot of people play Powell here in Montreal.
Yeah, it's very popular.
It's very popular here.
I think some of the students at the festival were
playing
those flutes for hours and hours.
Yeah.
Instead of eating lunch.
Yeah, instead of eating lunch, they were doing that. So
trying flutes.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible, And yeah, so we're gonna answer just a couple questions as well as part of this little live stream that we're doing for the last month of the year. Yay! Christmas, holidays, vacations. But yeah, so we'll do that. So let's Oh, Smiley Sophie says hey. Becky Maines also asks, loves our channel, which is thank you for loving our channel. We love our channel as well. She wants more etudes from the Cavalli book.
I have to do all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna do all of them.
I've been a bit busy lately and tired. I have to pick it up.
Yeah. But join us on Patreon. If you go on Patreon, we kind of speed up the process because if you help us out on Patreon, we kind of get things easier done because we have so many other things we have to do. But
if you have specific ones, maybe it can. I can start with those ones because I want to record all of them.
Oh
so
yeah, totally.
If you say this one, I'll start with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care which one I do first.
Right. So Becky, make sure you let us know. Maybe you can let us know in the comments of some of those videos, or let us know here as well. Yeah, and we'll also have the PDFs for that too. We're gonna make those things up. Remember, we wanted PDFs with the etude because you wrote notes.
Because when I learned them, well, I relearned them because I learned them all when I was younger. I record myself, and then I circle notes that I think are more important. And sometimes some intervals that are a bit bigger and I want to emphasize them because when an interval is bigger than a fourth, usually you need to, I don't know, do you know what I mean? You need to give it some more air, I guess, some support so it's full. To fill the interval when it's bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
And, well, I always record myself, then I listen to myself, I take notes. So I wrote some stuff. It's just I wanted to translate it. I don't know if I wrote it in French or in English. I have to translate it in the other language and just make it nice to read. Yeah, I have to do that too. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Lucy has to go.
Our dog. Yeah, he'll take care of that. So yeah, what is Patreon? So if you go to patreon.com and you type in the Flute channel, you'll find us, and that's how we get things done faster on here because we have other things we have jobs and we have to make money other ways, and this is our passion project and we want to make it good, but we need to have some funding in order to make it easier for us to actually put more time
and I have
on the channel. So that's what Patreon is. So if you go to patreon.com /the Flute channel, you'll be able to find us on there and do that. And Missy's just running around doing crazy stuff.
Quick.
Oh, it's here. So,
Can you ask if people would prefer a PDF or if they would prefer recorded?
Someone here.
Yeah, it's probably. But would you prefer a PDF of my notes for the etudes, or would you prefer me discussing the etude on a video? Just if you can answer that, maybe it would. I'll see if I do it in a PDF format or in another format.
Yeah, so they'll answer us. Yeah, so they'll answer, I guess. But yeah, do you have any tips on doing flutter tongue?
Okay. You can take care of that?
Yeah, you take care of the flutter tonguing episode. You take care of the flutter tonguing.
Flutter tonguing. I have a video about flutter tonguing. I don't know if you saw it. I guess you can watch the video about flutter tonguing, but I can give some more advice. I would say start with doing. You can take a glass of water and gargle. I guess I have water here. Just try it. Take like that. Just make it vibrate, you know. Sometimes I think it helps some people to go because maybe it's something you did before to do it like that. And then then you can just blow air and go. That's pretty much what we do when we play the flute. What I would say is, if it's a sound that you can't do, just keep at it every day. Just go around and at the beginning it might go, you know, but it's about doing you can't fix those types of things. You can't fix in an hour.
No.
You can fix in a lot of 2 minutes here and there, you know. So I would say try to do that sound a lot. Every day you walk down the street. At one point your body's going to be able to do it. Make sure it's kind of wet in your throat because it's easier to make it vibrate. Then you take your flute and you do it. But
exactly.
it's about doing it. Some people get it very quickly because it's a sound that they're used to making their language, or in that sound in English doesn't really exist, huh? You don't really you do your R's like R. You don't go
no, you
ever.
Don't. No. You
So
don't.
it's something I think I had trouble doing the one with the tongue. I had a lot of difficulty doing this one, and how I did it is by every day working on it for a couple of minutes every day. But it's more efficient to do it very often, or even a couple of times a day.
Yeah.
Every day, all the time, then try to do it for an hour at a time, and you'll just get discouraged. So that's how I would work on it. But it's about being persistent with it, and it's gonna...
Persistency is really the key. Totally.
Yeah, and 2 minutes here and there can make a huge difference. I have a piano student who had a difficulty with the passage, and she doesn't like repeating passages. I said, just put your timer 2 minutes.
That's
every
all it
day.
needs. Oh yeah.
Practice it 2 minutes. Those 3 bars. And she's like, nah. She went. She did it. A week later, it was taken care of. You know.
Yeah.
And now it's So that's my. Put a timer. Do it 2 minutes a day. You might be surprised.
2 minutes a day. It's so
but
true.
Go. Start with water. When you have it, go to the next level. Go. Then go. Or take it in your. Like take your flute. Start with low notes because it's way easier on a low note than a high note. Because the air is faster, I guess it gets. I don't know. It's. I think it's easier with the low notes.
Cool. I hope that answers your question. We also have a Flutter tongue video as well.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, you did? Okay, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, Becky, she votes for PDF, you know, so she votes for PDF, you know, so we should definitely do PDF.
Okay.
That's what I think we should do. And somebody wrote a comment a while ago saying, oh, their jaw hurts so bad when they play the flute, and they can't, she can tell that she's pushing her flute into her chin, and that may be the reason for the pain. But for some reason, she can't correct it.
Yeah, there was a lady at the festival that told me she had pain in her jaw, and right away I saw it. She was pushing a lot with that arm. With the left arm, she was pushing towards her jaw, like, very hard. How can you correct that? It would be easier if I could see the person. Sometimes in the posture, there can be something.
Yeah. Like when you press, I can see a lot of the pressing could come from the back of the neck, but that's my personal.
What do you mean? Oh, pushing the head forward.
Pushing the head, yeah.
It's not the arms, maybe it's the head that's
it's
going
the head
forward.
doing it. Maybe. There's a little bit. There's not.
I don't know because
going.
if your arms are not pushing, then you're. You know, if I'm not pushing with my arms, my flute will just change angle.
So it must be that bit of the hand too.
There has to be something with the. Do you also? Oh, the person left a comment.
No, it's just a comment. Yeah.
If the person also has pain here, it means she's probably pushing too hard.
There on the inside.
On the second finger that's holding the flute here on the index finger.
The first pointer finger. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, this one. I guess. Is it? Because you're supposed. I would look at the video about posture. I think.
Yeah, the video about posture can help totally.
When you have to change posture, it's very difficult because you're used to stuff and we don't feel our bodies that well. We think we do, but sometimes we don't know where we are in space. We don't. and changing a habit, it's difficult. I would look at myself in the mirror. If you're pushing too hard, maybe for a little while you try to do the opposite a bit. Go very lightly on the chin.
Huh.
It would be easier if I saw the person, because it can be many different things. Maybe it's pushing too much shear. Maybe it's the angle. Maybe the thumb here is not comfortable, and it's, you know. If the thumb's not comfortable, maybe you'll have the... Maybe she's also pushing her jaw forward.
Totally.
Out of position. Too much like this all the time. And then that's where the pain comes from. Because you have to push the flute a little bit inside. So I guess if it hurts a lot, it's probably because the jaw is pushed forward.
Maybe. Yeah.
I would look into that, you know. It's not just about... Because you have to have it pretty solid here. So... Yeah, I think it's probably the jaw being too much forward. You should check that. Try to see if you can find a good angle for your sound without pushing your jaw too much. Because the jaw, sometimes we push it a little bit, but not all the time. Like I will do that when I have a piano at the end of a note and I want to make sure it doesn't go low or stuff like that. But you can't play all the time like that, or it's gonna hurt.
So we have some questions in the comments now, live ones. Vermont Counterpoint says hello, but he also wants to know who is our favorite flute player. Who's your favorite flute player?
I don't know anymore. I used to be
Who used to be?
I had phases, you know.
What was one of your phases?
I had I loved Robert Langevin when I was a teenager, because I went to Orford with him many summers, and I thought his sound was amazing. I thought his teaching was amazing. I also liked Pahu, that I saw live a couple of times, and I was like, wow, he had everything I couldn't do at the time,
Cool.
And then also Gallois, I think, is a very smart person.
Patrick Gallois,
Patrick Gallois, he analyzes the music in a very interesting way. He doesn't play it the way everyone else does. He tries to find in musicology and analysis different ways to approach things. He's very intellectual and smart. I think it's very interesting what he does. And I love that lady who did that recording of Piazzolla that I like. Cécile Darroux.
Maybe Cécile Darroux, Okay, she was very good.
Passed away very sadly, but I think she was so creative and amazing. It's Who's yours? You don't want to answer that.
I don't want to answer that, but I like James Galway a lot.
Oh yeah.
Hearing him live is very good.
Never heard him live.
I heard him live several times. I have some recordings of him. You should listen to.
Oh, I love his recording.
No, but I mean, I have a live recording of him, like
but it's never the same.
That one, like the live recording I recorded for my personal use. It's the closest I think that he sounds like.
I know, but what I mean is when you're in the hall, the energy, the whole thing. I would like to listen to him.
No, you have to see him live.
Live, not recording.
Marion, this McDermott, she wants to. Can you discuss about tongue position and articulation quickly? I just attended an online class with Keith Underwood about this, and I'm struggling to digest it, especially as it relates to dynamics.
Okay, so the tongue position affecting dynamics?
I guess so. Yeah, tongue position and articulation. Can we discuss about tongue position and articulation?
Okay. Well, I think the tongue shouldn't be too much in the way, because the air has to be moving.
Yeah, I find air is sort of also a percussive part of it as well. Yeah. So it's got to be a bit of both.
Articulation. I think the misunderstanding sometimes is that we think articulation comes when the tongue hits, but articulation comes when the tongue gets out of the way.
Yeah, it gets out of the way, totally.
It makes a whole difference, because for years I was like, ta, 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 and then when I realized it was ta, ta, ta.
It's really like ta, 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 ta.
Because when it gets out of the way, then the air goes.
Can go.
And that's the percussive part of the air you're talking about.
Ta, ta, yeah.
So that's the first thing I would say. the air has to always be there to support the articulation, or else it's never, nothing sounds good if there's no air support under it. Articulation, sound, anything, you need that all the time when you play the flute. What I would say is what I would say for the tongue position, I remember my one of my teacher made me work on putting my tongue lower to have more space so that it would resonate. I guess that person online says they probably mean that when you want to play louder, you'll put your tongue lower, and then if you want to change the color by putting your tongue higher, you might achieve more smaller mouth, so it gets softer sounds. I don't know if I'm right, but I'll test it. Yeah, you have to make more space. It's but I don't really move my tongue that much. A bit in the back.
Yeah,
I think
totally
it's more the in the back of the mouth that it opens, so the tongue makes. But in the front, it doesn't move much. It goes the way I think about it, instead of really thinking of moving my tongue, because it's tough to really control your tongue that well directly, is that I think of different vowels. So if I want to go a bit louder, and then and then I can get different colors. So if I go and and u, so you can use different vowels to achieve that, instead of thinking of, okay, now I put my tongue back and I put. Personally, it's too much work. With the vowels, I get it like a shortcut to do it.
Okay.
That's what I have to say about tongue and articulation. I hope it helps.
Yeah, hopefully that answered questions. Yeah, there's a bunch of
sub-questions.
So, yeah, if you have a sub-question to that, let us know. Okay, Underwood, she does have something to say. Underwood says, curve tongue down, always keeping it touching the teeth in the back in low register, and longer, straighter, high register.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what I do, I think.
Yeah.
Is it what you do?
I guess so. Yeah.
Personally, it doesn't. My tongue is not always in the right spot, I think, but yeah, behind teeth.
I don't know about curving it down for the low register. I don't do that. No.
I don't think of my tongue that much, and
I don't think of my tongue that much either.
Tongue,
I don't curve my tongue either.
It's very, very difficult to say stuff like that, because one person's tongue and another person's tongue.
It's so different. They're all different.
Someone has a thicker tongue. Someone has a
thinner tongue, a longer tongue, shorter tongue.
Short.
Yeah.
So
there's people who can stick out their tongue all the way out to their
it's very difficult to tell a one rule for everyone type of thing.
Totally.
Especially for something that is so personal.
So personal. The tongue is pretty personal. Yeah. So hopefully that could help.
Yeah, I think sometimes those things they can help, but also sometimes they can make us more mixed up.
Yeah,
and we can lose hours and hours in trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
When really, sometimes we should just take our flute and play. You know, if you don't have problems with articulation, low register, and all those things, maybe you don't need to think about that as much. Maybe if you're looking for an answer, you can if you have a problem, you can go in that direction and try to explore.
Oh, I think, he might mean like just putting the tongue up higher in the cavity. Just.
No, he means it's the back of the tongue that.
And then straighter is like a regular tonguing, like straighter and longer is like a regular tongue at the teeth.
It moves a bit, but I think it's a lot of work to think about your tongue while you're playing.
Yeah, totally.
I think the vowels are a faster way. If you say your tongue is in the bottom already. If you say u, your tongue is higher. Just explore that. Maybe it's a shortcut that's a bit easier for your brain, I think.
Luciana, she says she has serious problems with her breathing. I forget to breathe, and when I notice, I'm breathless, and it seems that I never have enough air. I'm a beginner. Any tips? Hello from Brazil. Hello from Brazil.
You should mark your breathings in
Mark
your music.
breathings,
yeah. So you write them down. So you make like
a note.
Either crochet. How do you say that?
Like a comma, a comma
either
or
a comma
an
or
R, like a V, like a
yeah.
V, like that, to make a symbol.
Yeah.
That's
I
your
write
symbol
my
of breathing.
breathings.
Yeah.
Because I forget as well.
Totally.
I have
even in exercises
8
they do
bars of something, and if I forget to breathe before, I won't be able to do my 8 bars. So I have to write, oh, here you have to breathe or you won't make it. So that's what I would say. Just look at your music, spend a little bit of time figuring out where you can breathe, write it down right away. Sometimes we tend, especially beginners, tend to put all their breathing marks between bars. It's not always a good idea. It depends where the phrase ends, because sometimes the last note of the bar is really connected to the next bar. So you don't want to cut the phrase. Try to find places between phrases or between sections of phrases and write them down and stick to it.
Yeah, that helps with breathing a lot. So try that. Let us know if that works in a new video, or let us know in the comments after a couple days, see how that works out for you, Luciana. Selwyn Saramento says, can you please discuss about the things you do before performances? How do you deal with nerves? Thank you. Well, this is perfect because you had a concert yesterday.
Yeah.
She had a concert yesterday in Montreal with the flute and harp, so that's your domain. You can talk about that because you have a fresh outlook about it.
Personally, I try not to do much.
Okay.
When I was younger, I had a little bit of...
But you also prepare yourselves.
Oh, I practice.
Yeah, you practice.
I make sure I know my stuff. That's the first thing. Because sometimes we have anxiety because we're not ready. You know? When I get on stage, I know that I know my stuff, so I'm not stressed about that. But also your confidence builds by playing in concert a lot. So you have a good experience and another one and another one, and you build your confidence that way. It's something that takes time.
Oh, it takes time. Yeah,
I was shaking for years, you know.
Me too. I was shaking for years.
In university, I don't know. Sometimes I was fine. Sometimes I wasn't. That's the whole process of getting a grip on your nerves. I was doing a piccolo audition. Well, for the orchestra, there was flute. When I took my piccolo, I was shaking so much that
it was just everywhere.
Yeah, I couldn't get any sound out of it. It was crazy. But especially the piccolo is so light that if you start shaking,
it just goes crazy. Yeah.
I realized that I had low blood sugar. That's why I was shaking so much. So I started to eat. Be careful to eat a little bit before.
Yeah. Have a little bit of calories in to burn. Have calories to burn,
when I was playing, because when I was hungry, I would shake more. Make sure I wouldn't eat sugar just before.
Yeah, no sugar, no juices.
Like I would eat something more like sushi or something like cheese, or something that's a bit more like not sweet,
protein.
Like more proteins. And
yeah.
So that helped the shaking, and then it's how you get ready. And then the other thing is I used to have some beliefs, about, oh, I have to do this before I play, and I have to do that. But life is very unpredictable, and sometimes I wouldn't have the time to do the things I told myself I had to do before, and then I would be super nervous, and I would play and be like, oh, I was supposed to warm up before the concert, and I didn't get to warm up, and now I'm gonna play badly, and I was putting myself in that mindset of when now my mentality is I played yesterday, I warmed up yesterday, my muscles were able to do everything yesterday. Now it's 12 hours later or 24. Have I forgotten how to play the flute? Certainly not. So if I don't have the time, I try not to make myself believe that I need things that I do not need, and that will stress me,
Yeah.
So that's how I try not to have rituals too much.
Yeah, rituals, not too many rituals. Some people.
But personally, I work, I have a kid, I have a lot of stuff to do. If I have to do a ritual on top of that, You know, it's not. Sometimes things happen. You can't do your ritual. Then what happens?
Yeah, what happens? You cancel. You know.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, everyone. I have to do my ritual. I'll
Oh yeah,
come
be
back
right
in an
back.
hour.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So that's and when I'm playing, I try to always keep my mind in the present. So if something happened a bar ago, it's gone, it's done. I don't think about it.
Totally.
It's about what I'm playing now, and I try not to think about that next thing that's difficult. And also, when there's a difficult passage, when I practice it, I kind of lower my energy in my body. So when we get, sometimes you have a difficult passage.
How do you lower your energy in your body? By breathing
that's
deeply?
I'm going to explain.
Okay.
It's like a visualization type of thing.
Okay.
We when we get, oh no, not that passage, you know, physically we do that thing, and it kind of, here we can feel, well, I'll talk for myself, I can feel that, that energy here, you know, very excited energy of, and then we everything goes up, we're not grounded anymore, and it's like we're doing everything physically, so it's not gonna work. So consciously, when I know I have a tough passage, like yesterday I had that super fast thing, I ground myself. I think of bringing everything down, you know, and taking that type of energy and bring it down in my belly. But you have to practice that also when you're practicing in your, because we also do it even in our office, even in our studio when we're practicing. We tend to do those things, and then we're like, oh, how come it happened in concert? Because that's how we practiced it, you know. Even when I practice, let's say I do a dress rehearsal, I practice the whole thing, recording myself. When I have a tough passage coming, I try to do that. I hope it's clear. It's like a physical thing I feel with, like, pushing it down. Like, just making it, making the energy lower so I'm more grounded, I guess. I don't get, you know, totally. That's what I mean by that. But it's a feeling. You have to try it.
For me, it's just like one big thing for me was just playing for anyone all the time, playing for my parents, playing for friends, playing for anyone, even if it's not on a concert hall night, just anywhere, just play things in full. Yeah. And just
even
that's
recording
good exposure.
Yourself if you have no one to play to.
Yep. You're listening to yourself. You're playing for yourself, so that's a good one.
Just that, it's
totally.
A little added stress.
Hi, Rosa. Rosa's from Dominican Republic. Oh, I think I've seen some of your comments. That's pretty sweet. I'm glad you're here. If you have a question, we'll answer a couple more questions. I think 2 or 3 more questions. I hope that answered your question, Selwyn, a little bit. Amy Persaud. Hopefully I'm not butchering that name. She's considering experimenting with cool sound effects by electrifying her flute.
Cool.
Do you have any suggestions for a flute pickup? Oh, for a flute pickup? Gosh, I don't have many, but I don't have a flute pickup at all. But like, really, you could just also use a SM57, sure. But if you want something that clips on, there are some expensive things. There are some expensive models of different types of companies. But like, you want to start out, if you want to just experiment, I would just use a dynamic microphone, or even a condenser microphone. And
play close to it.
Play close to it, and then buy a looper, like a loop station.
Like a pedal thing?
Yeah, pedal. Yeah, the loop station.
Cool.
Those things are cool. If that's I don't know if that's what she wants to do, but I know there's one flutist on YouTube that does it. If you type loop station flute, I'm pretty sure you'll find her, and she's pretty responsive on that. And she has mics that she talks about, but we don't have a pickup mic. But we'll use other mics besides pickup ones, like ones
we talked about that at one point. I was like, I want pedals.
Yeah, you want pedals? Yeah, I wanted to do pedals too. Never had time to take care of it. Yeah, but a loop station's like $300-400 I think, and it's full of stuff, and you have 2 pedals, and you can do all types of fun stuff with it.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, well, what did you play? So hopefully that answers your question. If you want to just dive a little bit more in depth, just let us know, and we'll talk about it more. So many of these things, so many questions. What did you play in concert yesterday?
Oh, so we played Entr'acte from Jacques Ibert. Then we played L'Histoire du Tango, History of Tango by Piazzolla. But we didn't play the last movement because it was flute and harp. And the last movement there's a lot of chromaticism, and for harp the pedals were crazy because it's written for guitar. Yeah, so but we played the first 3 movements, and then we played the Mozetisch sonata for flute and harp. Mozetisch is a Canadian composer.
Yeah, Canadian composer.
Amazing piece for flute and harp. So well written, and a lot of resonance between the instruments, and yeah, it's beautiful.
I think we're gonna be able to put those recordings, at least the ones with you and your harpist, on the Flute channel. I think.
Okay.
I think we're gonna put a copy as well on the Flute channel, so people can listen to it as well. So yeah, if you have any final questions, we're gonna probably end in the next 5 minutes, and we'll answer one final more question. If not, we'll answer a question. Well, I'll answer a question about. There was one question a while ago, as well, about people using their iPhones for recording a lot, and a lot of people, they're not happy with their sound from the phone.
Yeah.
But there's actually a really good alternative for that. They can actually use the iPhone, and it's Rode makes one. You can actually plug in a microphone inside your iPhone,
so
just for iPhone.
You don't have to
Overlap
sync
or
stuff
sync
after,
stuff and all
yeah,
those
it's
things. You don't have to have a separate recorder, and it's about $80 or $90, and you can find it on Rode, RODE, and it's just plug and play, and it's really awesome. And a lot of people should start using that. It just ups your audio thing. If you need to do a audition recording, you don't have anything, you just go boom boom. This will like really step up.
Yeah.
You won't have any more breaks in the when you play high. You won't hear any distortion. You won't hear any of those types of things.
It's already better than when I was a teenager.
Oh, me too,
I remember
yeah.
I had to
Tape player.
submit a tape.
Yeah, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
I had a tape recorder, and I had to submit that for a
Anything. Yeah, one of those types of
youth orchestra,
Youth
like
orchestras,
a
yeah.
elite youth orchestra that they
Yeah.
do for a congress thingy. I don't.
right.
It's like, but everyone sounded bad because no one had good microphones.
No,
It was
exactly.
so expensive back then. Now it's.
It's so
amazing.
affordable and so
Yeah.
great, and yeah. So I think if there's no more questions, we will stop the live stream for today. If you want to join in on our live streams, you should join us on Patreon.com. For next January will be a closed one, so you'll only be able to access it after it's recorded. So join us over on Patreon.com/the Flute channel, and you'll be able to, as little as $2 a month, you can join in on our live streams, and also additional little things that we're going to be adding to the Patreon page. And also, if you haven't known, we're going to do the giveaway. Powell Flutes has generously given us 2 grand prizes of gifts, pluggos, a bag, nice tote bag, identification, little plastic durable card,
And the amazing.
and then the grand
backpack.
prize, the amazing backpack, nice leather. I think it's like a very nice.
Well, it's beautiful.
It's very beautiful. It's super nice
You put your
backpack.
music, your flute.
Yeah, flute, everything, and you'll have to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Comment on this video, and also join us on Instagram. And our Instagram is the Flute channel, and there's the first photo on there you'll find will be a 2,000 subscriber photo. Like it, comment on that, and then we will pick 2 winners from those 2 different places. So yeah, that's it for now, I guess. I hope all of you guys have a great rest of the weekend, and this was great. This was so much fun, and hopefully we will see you guys next month for the live stream. See ya.
Thank you.
(2016). This episode of the Flute Channel's live stream was recorded on December the 11th, 2016. If you'd like to participate in future live streams, please join us over at patreon.com. For as little as $2 a month, you can join in our live streams, communicate with us, ask us questions at any time, and more. So on with the show.